Okay. This question, there's a lot of different versions of this question that I'm asked, but I'm also asked this question specifically because I tend to focus a lot on the nature of existence. And what is the truth about existence? Using my expertise, although there's many ways that we can talk about this, using my expertise, the truth about existence is it's absolute. It always is, it always was. There is actually no beginning. And I also believe, and a lot of people know I always say this, I also believe that thinking of these questions is not strange, it's not obscure, and I know people want to say that it's it's heavy, it's a head kill, a brain kill, and stuff like that, but actually, humans are designed for this. We're designed to ask this question, and we're designed to answer this question. Even if you want to have some fun, even if you're into conspiracies, even if you believe that aliens had a hand in altering animals on the planet, and here we are, or we're literally a creation of an alien, and as well, if you believe in God, if we are God's creation, okay, we have been created to help answer this question. So we can tackle these questions, and these questions, and some of these things I'm going to mention right now I believe are familiar or common and to people, even if they may fight it or resist it. Okay, and don't feel self-conscious. Don't make anyone feel like you're crazy or why are you torturing yourself. Change that mentality. There's no torture in thinking about these things, okay? And even if you were tortured, resist it. Change it and say, I'm not tortured, because these are some of the greatest questions that any of us can be tackling, okay? We start at two glorious possibilities, and our ancestors and all thinkers and all just regular people, anybody has thought about this or had the option to think about this from the beginning of mankind, and that's either something comes from nothing, whatever terms you want to use, spontaneous, all of a sudden, okay, from a nothingness to something, whatever you want to describe the nothing is, it doesn't matter. The point is, we understand that whatever terms you're going to use, okay, there wasn't a continuum, there wasn't a continual, there was a distinct difference, a change from one state or one lack of a state to something which we usually think of in terms of existence. Let me not get technical, or let me not try to navigate the semantics as much, okay? Because even if we do fall into semantics or we use some common words, we still should be familiar with what we're getting at, okay? So something comes from nothing, for whatever reason. Something comes from nothing. We either have that situation, or we have the situation where there has always been something. Each one is incredible. Each one is preposterous. Each one defies logic, and each one can make a lot of sense. I fought and I've dealt with that question for a long time, and I'm siding, without a doubt now, I'm leaning and siding towards something always existing. Existence can never not exist. It's impossible for existence to come to an end. If you were a bad guy, ultimately you could not beat existence. You cannot destroy existence. You cannot eliminate existence. If you're evil, if you're the devil, you cannot destroy existence. You cannot put an end to God. You cannot put an end to God's creation. Okay? Whatever set of terms you want. Okay? That's the power of existence. It's not an entity. It's not a thing that you could remove. It's absolute. It's the truth for all things. So it's impossible ultimately for any part of existence to separate itself from existence and attack existence, or to, no matter what happens, no matter how much separation, no matter what you can do, you're always going to be connected to existence. You have to, because you are. And there's nothing, you need to just review logic and reasoning. Keep pounding the logic and reasoning and keep looking at the relationship. It speaks for itself.